And we're live. It's Whiskey Watches the Wheels, and the Four Horsemen are back together again. Fellas, I've missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks. Leaving longer for Kevin. I'm Matt. Guys, introduce yourselves.
I am still Casey.
And I am James.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin's been a golfer. Kevin, how you feeling, buddy? You feeling better, man?
So for the listeners that do not know, I recently have gotten a hip replacement. So I have my right hip done on November 21st. And that's why I haven't been here. So I've been trying to keep everything at bay. And then I came back to work on Monday. So my wife's not letting me drive. And yeah, I'm in.
We've seen you drive.
I'm in a little pain right now, but not too much. But I am walking. So I use my walker for like a day, 2 days, maybe 2 days, I think, and then a cane. And I've been getting yelled at by my PT people because I walk in, like today, I walked in with no cane. They're like, what are you doing? You need to slow down. So,
wow.
Yep. And then I have another hit January 9th. So we'll see every day, like right now, I'm in pain. I'll wake up tomorrow and it will be like another 2% better or 3% better. So
you'll get there.
Yeah. But,
now you're going to do the other hip at the end of.
I got my drink on today. So
you're doing the other hip at the end of the month, right? Or the end of January?
January 9th.
Okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, your pain level, where is that settled?
So my hip doesn't hurt. Where they cut me, which is about like this big of a cut, I have an anterior approach. But the doctor said because I'm young, my muscles in my leg are really strong. I do about 10,000 steps. So he had to go in there and really pull those muscles out. And I think my quad all the way down to my knee, that's the sore part. So it's not the incision. The only thing on that is just the nerves. But Casey has walked me through a lot of the stuff to help me out. He got me with a doctor. Then his doctor talked to another doctor. So it's really good to have friends. And then, he's kind of let me know what to expect. And then, question to ask, what kind of approach to get. So, I went in asking a lot of questions and not too many. And maybe I was asking a little bit too much because it's like, how do you know about this? How do you know about that? And I wanted some like Exparol, I think it's called. It's like a long acting shot that they put in your leg. It's like, why do you want that? I'm like, well, my other friend who's a physician told me to get it. He's like, well, I don't think you're going to need it. So
yeah,
if you want it, I'll give it to you. But yeah, it was a home run surgery, as they say, right, Casey?
Yep.
I mean, in and out. I went in at 10. I unfortunately, with the operating, I was not in a hospital. I was an outpatient surgical center. This guy runs late and this guy runs late. So I went in at 10. It was probably, from what Casey said, it's probably supposed to be the third surgery. I ended up being the last surgery. So on the 9th, I'm going to ask him before I do a follow-up on December 15th. I'm going to say, whenever you schedule me, I want to be the first person. So I want to be the first person. I don't want to be the person at the end of the day. Then my wife was like, hey, come on, get up, wake up. I'm seeing double. And she's like, wake up. I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing double. She's like, these people got to go. Like, it's 5:30 on a Friday. I'm like,
get in the car.
I don't care if it's 5:30 on a Friday. I can't see. Like, calm down. She's like, come on, Kevin. And I'm like, Aaron, knock it off. Like,
she's like, fucker, I've been here all day long. Let's get out of here.
Oh my God. My parents came, and I felt like a little kid, because my mom and my dad are there, and I am the oldest, but damn, I'm going to be 49 years old, and my parents are showing up, and I'm like, what are you guys doing here?
I have to joke, though, because at times we joke around that we're like the old man curmudgeon podcast because we bitch about things, and there is nothing more old man than getting your hip replaced. So there you go. Yeah.
I'm definitely the youngest at the physical therapy place, especially in my town.
Yeah.
I am very much like bringing the average age down when I
no doubt, because you live straight up in Retirementville. So yeah.
So what do you do? You walk in there and just push people to the side, say, I'm here for PT?
They pretty much look at me and they're like, oh, okay, well, what's this guy doing? And I roll in with a cane, and they're like, they know I have a hip down. I mean, they can't say anything, but they're like, okay, this guy's, and they're all like, wow, you're really young. Well, our life, I guess. I don't know. But
dude,
I thought it was our life.
come March, you are going to be freaking roller skating again, buddy. Just tearing it up. Can't wait.
I can tell you this. I can already bend down and I'm like this far away from touching my toes with one good hip. So I think with both good hips, for a number of years, I was going to a company. I don't know if you guys have them around. They're called Stretch Lab, and they stretch you and stuff. And just the one hip, like now I can bend down and stuff. So yeah, I mean,
it's funny you mentioned that. So I actually had the conversation with Casey as well, because I have a horrible back. My hips aren't bad, but I just have a jacked up back. And I need to, I talked about going to a chiropractor or whatever, but I think I might look into that Stretch Lab because I need some more mobility. I think
I thought my back was bad too, but come to find out, everyone thinks it's your back, but your hips actually turn into your back. So I haven't had any back pain, surprisingly. Now I am walking a lot slower, but my back pain's completely gone just from the one side of the hip. So, and even the doctor said a lot of people think that it's your back, but it's actually your hips.
Yeah, for me, so I worked at Home Depot at a young age, and we just, back in the 90s, man, we just did stupid shit. And so I jacked my back up there, and I also have degenerative disc disease. So for me, it is my back, but it is what it is. But I know because I do try to baby my back, because at least once a year, if not twice, I pull something and I do something, and I'm down and out for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And so because of that, I'm very mindful of how I bend and how I move, which is good because I'm not pulling stuff, but at the same time, it limits your range of motion, and then those muscles don't get worked like they should, and then so that makes it even more stiff. So
try yoga, man.
Well, I guess, yeah.
For real.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've done yoga in the past, but it's been a hot minute. So
yeah,
it's a good workout. That's for
I've
sure.
been doing it. And you definitely tell the difference.
Yeah.
So
what's everyone wearing today for watches?
Go ahead, James. What you got?
I got a Thornhill.
Look at that. So that's not the watch I thought. I thought you were going to wear your new Timex.
No,
Yep,
no, you
nice.
posted that the other day, so I wasn't going to wear it. So this is the custom Thornhill that I glommed off of Kevin's inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't see it very well. Is the center of it opened to where you can see the mechanics?
Yep.
Oh, that's very cool.
I even gave Kevin credit on the thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but listen, it was his inspiration. So
it wasn't my idea. I just said do one in blue. That would be great.
And on that note, I have the watch that I was hanging out with James at his house, and he's like, "Check a look at this watch." So I snagged a watch. It's a
nice
Bulova 666. I don't know what it's called, like a Monster 666. That let's see if I can get it here.
Yeah, that's a nice watch. That was when you came up for Ruckus or.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah.
And I changed the band to a Jubilee band because it has a plastic band. But this whole face glows like I'm super bright green. If I turned off the lights, man, it would just be like super bright. So it's a cool little watch. I'm actually going to be selling a lot of my watches. So I don't know
Buy
how
more
to
bourbon.
Sell them. No.
How do you sell them? You put them on your Instagram and your Whiskey Watches and Wheels Instagram, because I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, Whiskey Watches and Wheels marketplace coming soon.
Yes.
Well. Speaking of which,
because shit, I mean, I can put him on. He's got more likes than.
Let's do this. Let's do this live. As of right now, Thornhill has 1,544 followers, and Whiskey Watches and Wheels has 1,042 followers.
Nice.
We're catching up.
That's it.
Yeah,
saying there's a chance.
Yeah, just one more quality show, and we're going to pass you.
There you go. It's all good. I'm giving each site equal billing.
For me, it's definitely was like I'm very addictive personality was kind of the hunt for all these cool watches.
Yeah, but now it's bourbon on the hunt.
No, I'm not allowed to buy anymore. So, believe it or not, like this hip thing has kind of, I don't want to say changed things, but made me look at things differently. Like, hey, I have all this stuff and I collect all this stuff, and
new perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I don't need this shit. So between watches, I collect watches. I live in the South, so guns. And I'm just gonna start there, and naturally, I'm gonna probably with that money purchase something else.
Need something.
Probably another car.
What are you going to pare it down to? Are you going to have a nice collection of 10 solid or 20 solid
I have
or
like
5?
50. No, I have 50 something watches. So I do want to sell that Kermit that I had bought that I've never worn.
Yeah.
I want to sell that kind of like I did the GMT. I want to sell. I'll always keep my first Rolex. I have a Submariner too, so will keep those, and probably the Pogue because that's so hard to get, and also the 62 miles, and then everything else. I think I'll probably sell. I did sell my Arnie to a buddy of mine. He was looking for one, so he showed me one on like eBay, and I'm like, I got one way better than that, and I'll give it to you, a lot cheaper. So I think I sold it to him for $950, which he was looking at one for $1,100 with scratches on the bezel, and so other than that, who knows?
Yeah, I would like to do the same, but it's the matter of sitting down. You know what you paid for them, but what are they worth now?
Right.
Right. So that's not something you can just do in one evening. That's kind of take 3 or 4 and try to figure it out.
And lucky for me, every time I bought something, I had an Excel spreadsheet, and then I got that app that I was kind of I was updating my stuff. So I've always had an Excel spreadsheet just because I'm, I don't know, a nerd like that. So I kind of know I have like how much money I put into it, if I had a service, a date, all the stuff. If I had to change a battery on some of them, I keep my boxes, my papers, all that stuff. So
all your links.
It's weird for me. I'm thinking about downsizing some as well, only because I'm in a different position now. Because I'm going to use this term very loosely, but as a watch builder, watch whatever you want to call it, I like wearing my own shit. And so then I have this stuff just collecting dust in the, so I'll probably keep my Speedmaster, and I'll keep, the stuff that my tag and that, but a lot of the other like Seikos, like my JDM stuff I got and everything, I may just sell it because I don't hardly ever wear it now.
So Casey's the only one who said he's not selling, so he's going to be buying all of them.
Oh, I will be selling my Omega for sure because I never wear that thing.
That's the white face, right?
Huh? Yeah.
That's the white face.
White face, and they have black bezel, but I also have a silver bezel that came with it. So I'll and I think who do we have on our podcast that sells a lot of Omegas?
Josh.
He's a Freeman guy, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He would probably even can sign up for you if you need. I can't speak for him, but he might. So at least point you in the right direction, or at least Josh is a great resource for us, because if you have something like that and you're not really sure what the value is, he'll definitely let you know what the value is, which is a good resource. So
what are you,
Casey? What you wearing?
So I was gone last week for Thanksgiving. My wife and I don't see family. We go on our own anniversary trip over Thanksgiving. So I was in the DR. So last week I wore
that's Dominican Republic for the
I thought
people.
Everybody would know that. Anyway. I wore the Seiko 009.
I thought it was downtown Richmond.
Yeah. I would definitely not go there.
Did you take your PJ there too, which is private jet?
Anyhow, so
I haven't seen you guys in a while. So.
I'm not really wearing anything today. I've been today was a super early day. Left the house at 4 a.m. So I just got my Apple Watch on today. Yeah,
cool. Well, I'm wearing, we talked about Thornhill. So I was going to do this a couple weeks ago. So I actually launched under my brand, my own actual watch with my own logo. And, up until now, everything I did has basically just been modded Seikos. And although this is using a Seiko movement, this is the first one I went through and I literally picked everything out with my own logo and everything and actually created my own watch. So that's what I'm wearing today.
Do you have a better photo of it at all?
Yep, I'm going to share some photos here.
It's a great looking watch, Matt. I think you did a really good job. I think the face is super cool and different. I love the exposed mechanics here. What is that part?
That's the mainspring that you're looking at there.
Mainspring. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
But I think it looks great. I think you chose well on your hands. I think the bracelet looks good. I think you chose a good first watch. Yeah.
I wanted to go with something that wasn't so funky. I wanted to get something that literally could pretty much, if someone's going to go out and drop, and for those listening to the podcast, I'm selling these for $300. I'm probably selling them too cheaply, but that's
very cheap.
It is very cheap, but
they're 400 now, starting right now.
So
550.
I know. So, but again, it's a growing brand, and will it go up in price? Probably so, but early adopters always get a good deal. But the idea was I wanted to get something that literally someone could go through and wear with anything. If they wanted, wear it to the beach, they could wear it to the beach. If they wanted to wear it in the boardroom, they wear it in the boardroom. So I really wanted to try to get something that wasn't too dressy, but nice enough that you could wear in pretty much any occasion. And so that's where I went through. The dial is really hard. This kind of shows it better. That it has this kind of it's sculpted, and it has this like iridescence to it when the light hits it just right. So it's kind of cool.
Matt, I just want to, again, give you flowers on this because your choice of components was really good. The exhibition back is awesome. For me, this is pretty dressy. I personally couldn't wear it every day. Everybody should know by now I really love divers for like everyday wear. But I think this is stellar looking, and I think it's classy. I think it's great.
So I'm calling this is the 40 millimeter men's version. I'm calling the Alexander. I'm making I also can do a female version at a 36 millimeter, which I'm calling the Elizabeth. I'm actually producing that right now. And so, the face of that's going to be pink. Cool. So same thing. This will be on a 36 millimeter. And then there will be other colors coming down the pike that I can make as well. But, starting off with 2 colors to start and going from there.
And I think your logo, I don't know if you'd shown that on here before, but I think your logo choice was really good. I think it looks good on the face. It is not, we see some of these micro brands that they really put their name on there and it's weird text or obnoxious. Yeah. But I think your choice of shape and even the name, I think it works really well.
Yeah, I will give Casey's boy Ron credit for that. I hit Ron up. Ron's a great graphic designer, and just computer genius when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I said, hey, I want to design a brand. Here's what my thought process is. And he took the ball and ran with it and just did stuff that I just could never even imagine.
He's
so
Casey's
it was
boy,
awesome.
but he's my employee.
Yeah.
He's my
Did I
boy.
say Casey's boy? Did I say Casey's boy? Or did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Kevin's. I apologize.
I'm sure he
for
could be
looking
my
and
boy
talking to
too. I mean, he seems like a great guy.
I didn't mean Casey. I meant Kevin. So yeah. So that's what I'm wearing today.
Cool.
Stellar.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
you guys like my new office here? My new
I love the new office, man. I like the cups up on the on the shelf there. It's great.
What is that, pewter or something?
It is. I got a whole wall full of it.
For those
Are there
that
Hummels
want
on there too?
Huh?
Hummels? Are there Hummel collectibles?
Hummels.
I forget.
I know what Hummels are.
Hold on. I'll give you guys the whole tour. Hold on.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
we got
look at that.
Pants on. That's
here.
Oh, you have plates on the wall. That's
There
classy.
Pewter.
Oh yeah, all pewter collection.
Oh my
that.
My
god.
wife's probably listening, and she's probably going, "Shut up!"
I cannot believe that you all have plates on the wall. How old are you?
This is not my collection. This was my wife's mother's collection, who's no longer with us. She died at a pretty young age.
They can be put in a box and saved.
From your lips to somebody's ears. So, yes, it's. Let me see if I can straighten this up again. Yeah, so there's a lot of other stuff on this wall too. That it's like an old ice, like one of those
Carrier
ice things.
thing?
Yeah, carrier, the hooks, and a rug beater to beat rugs. And
what are you all, like colonials?
Listen, for those of the people for those people that want something fun, if you want something fun, go to our YouTube channel and roll all the way back to episode 1 because that's where Kevin was. You were in that office on episode 1. This was before you. Yeah, I remember the plates on the wall and everything.
With pewter on there?
You
no,
weren't.
I wasn't.
There was one. You did one from the house at one point in time.
I've never been in this house. Nope.
Was it St. Augustine, maybe, or
maybe St. Augustine?
Maybe, yeah. There was one you did from the house or whatever like that, and yeah, it was.
Now he's all Porsche memorabilia, but this one is
the very first episode was. It's funny to go back and watch. I mean, my office is completely different. I got just a banner behind me. It's kind of crazy. So where do we want to start tonight?
First on the list, number one.
Okay, well, this will get James going for a while because he loves this.
Oh, let him cook.
The new Prelude came out.
Shit.
Oh, he was cooking.
Yeah, and although I will say this, James do it, and I do differ. I mean, I don't hate the styling. I think the styling is okay for what it is.
Terrible.
But the pricing is freaking. They're out of their freaking mind on the price. And there's an ADM. I can't believe people are paying a fucking $15,000 ADM on this damn car.
Are people really paying ADM?
Well, the YouTube videos that I'm seeing where people already own it, obviously the one guy, the photo I shared earlier even shows what the guy paid.
Right. Well, that goes back to what Casey was saying earlier, as far as all the YouTubers going in and just trying to, I think it was Casey, right?
No, it was me. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to get it for content. But, you know, I ran a search, and you can most definitely buy these cars for their sticker price at this point.
Yep. Yeah, because everybody's hurting for money right now.
Well, so I think that's bullshit. Yeah, so I'm calling 100% bullshit on this ADM.
Right. Yeah. So this guy goes through and, well, come on now, let's do it. So $14,999, and that was the 2T protection package and market adjustment. So basically, it's wheel locks, cargo tray, splash guards, paint protection glaze, and window tint. Okay, that's $900. So it's $14,000 in
Bullshit.
ADM.
Yeah. I think this car is unfortunately a complete joke. I love the original Prelude. That was when I was coming up. I loved all that.
Couple generations.
Yeah, that was good stuff. This is a joke. I mean,
which Prelude are you talking about? Because James and I Prelude might be a little bit different than your Prelude.
I'm sure it is.
I'm talking two Preludes, which you're probably talking about. If me and James we're talking about the 1.5 Prelude.
Yeah, I don't want
that.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I had a Prelude, and it was the 90s version, that the kind of swoopy, nice one. I don't know what generation that is, but it was
all I'm saying
sharp
is that the engine is a joke. $45,000 or $50,000 for this thing is a complete joke. I wish that Honda would have put out a quality, small, sporty type car that could go beside and maybe, be a brother to the Civic. But this is a joke. This is ridiculous.
So that's second gen.
And who? Yeah, I hate that.
Or third gen.
I knew a lot of guys that drove.
Well, this is the 89. This is 1989.
That's third gen. Yeah.
Yep.
Go to the next one. I think that was the last one that was actually nice.
That's 89.
The 91, 92 era.
But who the fuck is buying this car?
No one.
Like
70-year-olds. From what I heard today, the average age in Japan, because it's been on sale in Japan for a while, is 70 plus.
It's unbelievable.
Right. Yep. So, and they said that they don't know that Honda intended on old people being the target audience, but that's who's buying them right now. I don't get it. I mean, it's basically a Civic Coupe. It's really what it is.
It is a Civic Coupe, it's
a
just
base
ugly.
Civic Coupe. I mean, 0 to 60 is 8.5 seconds, almost 9 seconds. It's not fast. It's not even quick.
I mean, but here's the thing. That's vintage 95, 1996, 97 speeds.
That's borderline dangerous today, merging onto the interstate.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt.
So, I mean, it's just, in my opinion, it's right there with, what happened to the Integra? It came out, and it's like no one even talks about it anymore. It's just, it's no news in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So regarding the ADM, I'm calling bullshit on that. You can see here, I just did within 100 miles of Charlotte, North Carolina. They're all at sticker. So not a single one is marked up.
Have y'all been able to find like interior shots? I haven't watched any YouTube videos of this or whatever, but is it like nice? Is it like no? Is it not even like current Honda or Toyota standard interior?
It looks kind of goofy with a big ass screen and a center console that's more inspired by a Tesla.
Ugh.
Everything looks like, but with a big ass screen in it right now. Yeah. Which I like The Integra Type S, I think is a good looking car, but this is not anywhere near that styling.
If you're looking to make your car a bit unique, you're not going to do it with this car. You have exactly 0 options for the interior. It comes in black leather standard, and that's it. You have 2 wheel options, black and silver. That's it. And then all the options to add on are some kind of protection bullshit or mud flaps. It's just hideous. It is hideous.
I know that we're way too early probably in the sales of this to know or understand, but is this a tuner type car? Can this engine be tuned and get anything out of it? Like, are they expecting it to hit the tuner market and just kids, like, you know, be super excited?
It's a hybrid.
On the back.
Hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it is a hybrid.
It's a hybrid, yeah. So it's not going to be tuned. Right. No.
Right. Well,
it's a commuter car.
Bet on that. Yep.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, you basically took a usable Civic, which the Civic, you know, a basic Civic is not fast, but it's usable. It's a fairly good sized vehicle, and you basically made it swoopy, cutting down the rear. You know, took 2 doors off and cut down the rear, so you took all the practicality out of it. And
the styling is vintage 70s.
Look how much a Civic is nowadays. They're not $20,000 anymore.
No, nothing is. No, and that I understand.
I mean, and it looks like a Citroen from the rear.
Civic EX, they're probably 38. Mm-hmm. So this one's a little bit.
Well, this is what I think we should do is check back in a month. You saw I scrolled through that. Every single one of those cars was 43,000. Let's scroll in a month and see if it's still at 43.
Yeah, when they're down to actually 35.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly. Or you pick someone's going to buy it thinking it's cool, drive it 2,000 miles and say, oh my God, and lose 10 grand.
I'm going to say BS to that too, Matt. No one is going to buy that because it looks cool. It's just not a cool looking car whatsoever. There's at least 10 other choices out there that have more horsepower and look better than that thing. And that's a shame on the Prelude name.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like, so we covered the Toyota AE8, I think it was, or something like that. We covered that car a couple podcasts back. Haven't heard anything about it. We covered the Integra. Nothing. It's like, I don't even see these cars around. Like, you don't see a lot of them around. Like, all these new cars that were supposed to be the hot car, it's like nobody's buying them. And I can attest to that. My parents had a TDI Jetta, and I kept on fixing it. They finally bought a Taos. And I told my parents, hey, you need to, this. And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, we are hurting for sales right now. Nobody's buying. You know, the Volkswagen bus, the electric one? You should see those. They're giving them away. Nobody even wants to buy them.
The Buzz.
The ID Buzz.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with financing. I mean, so many people in this price range, you know, it's a month to month type of, or paycheck to paycheck type of situation.
Yeah.
Right. And then we already know we're in the same boat as far as bad loans in the car industry. And you can also throw in the mortgages on top of that too. So, I think there may be a reckoning here soon. With all these car prices. So.
Yeah, no doubt. This pains me because I give Honda kudos for making the car. They just hit the mark. I mean, missed the mark horribly. I mean, you know, they could have easily. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they could have taken the Prelude name and put it in a fucking, you know, small SUV like a lot of people are doing,
a crossover.
And a crossover, and so that would have been sacrilegious. But they just missed the mark.
Well, they did what Prelude normally did. Prelude was the fastest Honda product that they made, other than and this was before the S2000. So the Prelude had the biggest VTEC motor, 2.2 liter, and it was the fastest. I think it was 225 horsepower.
It was a fun car, light car.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you're going to do something like that, make it the fastest, you know, put the same motor that maybe the Type R had into.
Just make it sporty.
Yes.
Just make it sporty. That is not a sporty looking car.
No.
And more to the point, James, you were saying about payments. So I typed it into just a payment calculator, 40,000, just taking a generic price, 60 month. I used I used a prime rate, which we know a lot of these young people aren't going to have prime rates, but so it's 6.78%. That's what I use in this calculator. You're looking at almost $800 a month for this piece of shit.
It's $1,000
before insurance.
Yes, you got to look, but you got to look at that's 43 plus tax, title, tag, all that stuff. So 43 something and some change. They're going to hit you up with, in our state, 7%. So that's another $1,200. So we're just, if you get it at MSRP, $46,000.
Yeah,
it's a 900. And the other thing is nobody does 60 months anymore. It's 84 months. Or whatever.
72 minimum.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even if I keep the same $40,000, as you're saying, there's extra costs in there, but at the same interest rate, which we know that's going to go up with the longer term, you're still looking at over $600 for that shit box.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but who wants an 8.5 0 to 60 2-door, commuter car for $600 a month? I'm sorry, there's an infinite number of used cars that I would spend $40,000 on.
A 10-year-old BRZ is going to blow it off the road.
Yeah,
exactly,
no doubt,
and be just as reliable or more so than this brand new Honda.
Yeah, and more fun.
But I think what's happening is I'm seeing in the new car industry where Dodge is doing this. They're giving away, because most people are financing their car for, like you said, 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years in some cases. So now I think the new trend is going to be that people are buying cars because of warranty, because it's no longer $100 an hour at a warranty. It's $200, right? So
they give away service plans.
Dodge just roll this out. No, you get lifetime warranty as long as you're the original owner, and they're starting it out with their mid-sized vehicles and then out with their full-size trucks. Because if you looked at, why did people buy a Kia because of this? They were
$100,000 or 100,000 mile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So and then the other one. What's the other one? That's
Hyundai. Same company.
Yeah. And everybody else started going.
But the other thing is so many people are underwater with their cars in the first place based on the loan, carrying it for so long. They can't go in and pile on the negative equity into the new loan because they owe $30,000 over what the car's worth.
Yeah,
correct.
Right. So
I have a buddy that just reached out. Yeah, I have a buddy that just reached out. He had an older Lexus that got totaled. It wasn't his fault, but he got in a wreck. He's got a couple kids, and he said, "Hey, what should I get for $15,000? Because that's what they gave him for his Lexus, was $15,000." I said, "Dude, you're a dad. You got 2 kids. Go out and find the lowest mileage Hyundai or Kia you can for that $15,000, because you're going to have a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. So that's your play."
Yeah. Yeah. Which really sucks just for the car industry in general. I was listening to one of the podcasts today, and they're talking about how, as we've discussed on here, unless it's a hypercar, it's not cool. So what are these kids going to be driving, and what are they going to be interested in? And when you have to just go out and find, some random shit box, which I know we all had to do at a certain level, but you got to have something interesting for them to aspire to, or maybe for that first job.
No, because you're now thinking you're taking and our age, what we thought was cool. Kids are not into cars anymore.
You're right.
No, they don't. Most kids don't even want to drive anymore. And I thought
they want the tech.
Right. Yeah. I thought that was because people will say, "Oh, well, they live in the city." So no, I'm having people that live where you have to drive, and they don't want to drive, and their parents are chauffeuring them around, and they don't think, they're like, "Hey, we don't care. We don't even want to drive. We don't want to have we want to be, cool and just do Uber or rideshare or have one of our friends." They're not into cars. This whole generation is not into cars. We are the ones that are driving this car market. Therefore, why do you think they're putting out bland shit? All these companies are putting out bland shit because none of the people that are buying them really give a shit about cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
but you have to get these kids at a younger age. So I would think that this Prelude, 20 years ago when they had their last Prelude, though, like you said, Kevin, it was the top tier, sportiest thing that Honda had. But this thing is more at the Civic level, right? It's powered by the Civic motor, has the same 0 to 60, all of that stuff, same power. I think it has more torque, but what's going to inspire a kid to want to plunk down 40 grand? They're not going to, right? You just can't do that. My first car that I bought, I was from a dealer. I was 19. I had to get co-signed by my parents, but I was able to buy a brand new Honda Civic off the lot for $15K.
Yeah, me too. I was a Honda Civic. Mine was a hatchback, so I think mine was $12K.
Mine was a hatchback as well.
Yeah.
SI, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baller! No wonder why yours was. I had a CX, not even the.
But
yeah.
I know the strength of the dollar is different and all of that stuff, but $15K over a 5-year loan compared to $43,000 over a 7-year loan or whatever the hell it is at this point, it's not very obtainable for somebody who needs a car, a new one.
Matt, thanks for pulling this up. This, I think, proves our point exactly what we're saying. Why would you not just buy this over a Prelude?
Same horsepower, right?
Yeah, same horsepower. Start at 24 grand. I mean, come on.
Probably has more options available to it than what they're offering on this Prelude.
Even if you want the sport model's 26. Okay, so you get the sport model for 26 grand.
It's a better looking car.
Yeah.
So honestly here, why was the Prelude created then? It doesn't seem to even fit in their rollout, in their car lineup. So
nostalgia of the name, because he's just said, it's people that are 60, 70-year-olds that are buying it because it ain't for the horsepower.
Okay, but 67-year-olds were 40 or 50 when the last Prelude was out. They didn't own them then.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's the only thing I can think of. Toyota and Subaru. Toyota's got the 86, Subaru's got the BRZ. It's the same platform. They sell really well. And I think that Honda thought, okay, hey, we got the Prelude name. Let's make a two-door coupe. The difference is those are legitimate sports cars, and this is not.
Well, so you think it's kind of like the Pathfinder, fake off-roader?
Maybe.
Sports car?
The 86 and the BRZ are rear-wheel drive, manual transmission.
Whatever it is.
They're legitimate sports cars, just like the Miata is a legitimate sports car. And Honda had no two-door coupes at all in their lineup at all.
Well, they're supposed to be coming out with S2000, but
eventually. But
yeah, that's the one that you should be bringing back. But if you want some marketing bullshit, you got the Honda Prelude is back because Honda wants to revive the beloved coupe for a new generation by blending legacy of sporty, driver-focused design with a modern, efficient hybrid powertrain. I don't see any of that in the styling of this car. And hybrid, who cares?
Yeah, agreed. I'm so happy to hear you say that, James.
About the hybrid?
Yeah.
To Kevin's point earlier about the kids, I'll give Savannah credit because she seems to kind of dig cars. But like my kids, I thought, surely to God, I'm a gearhead, man. I've been in cars my entire life. They're going to be into cars. Nope. Neither one really could give a rat's ass about it.
My daughter drives a Civic and she wants a Type R, but she is of that mindset. I can't believe, I filled up her tank and it was, I think it's a 10-gallon tank. So it's like $28 to fill up her tank. I thought it was broken when I was pumping the gas. She would not give up. It's a 2016. And I said, hey, have you thought about, getting your Type R? She learned how to drive stick shift, just like James' daughter. And I thought, okay, she's going to get another car. And she's like, nah, it's great. It's got all the little features. It's got, side camera. It's at 16 and it's cheap on gas. And
it's paid.
It's paid for.
This is a similar conversation, that we've had and I've had with other buddies. Like, does anyone wait in line for a new iPhone anymore? You've hit kind of peak tech on a lot of this stuff, and perhaps there will be other great, amazing features that come out. But like safety is incredible on these things. The tech, as far as I'm concerned, just as long as I got Bluetooth playing, I'm good. But you got cameras, backup cameras, you've got auto cruise control, you've got all these things that take care of most of the experience in the car now. So what is the true driver to upgrade from a 2016, Type R or a 2020 Type R to a new 2026 Type R? Like, what is the draw? 5 more horsepower, 10 feet of torque. We know these numbers aren't changing grossly over, especially a short period of time, like 10 years. So what's the draw?
There isn't one, and the car,
maybe
but the
warranty.
cars are built better now, all the way around.
Yeah.
So
and they are safer. I mean, some people, safety is a concern. Not for me, but it's a concern. So
yeah, I know. No airbag.
Listen, I'm worth more dead than I'm alive anyway, so it's all good.
Oh God, don't say that.
No, it's the truth. I mean, Stacy can collect all the insurance, but
yeah, well, I think the Prelude is dead to us. What's next?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about. We had this in our chat that we were going to talk about when we podcasted 2 weeks ago, and then we didn't do that. But it's still somewhat topical. And that is that Porsche has been sued for $300 million. The collection down in Miami, big car dealership. And I read this story. And so the way that I understand it is that, you have standalone Porsche dealerships, and then you have, conglomerates, people that sell Porsche and maybe Jag or other brands. And so Porsche doesn't like that business model, and basically tried to strong arm the dealers into saying, hey, well, we're going to make you build a standalone Porsche dealership. We don't want you sharing, retail space with other manufacturers.
It's not standalone. It's more their guidelines, because I talked to Connor about this a lot.
Cool,
too.
because then you know more than I do. So
yeah,
great.
So they want it to be, which one would say that if you go into a standalone Porsche, they have their standardization of how it's supposed to look.
The layout.
And I have been to the collection in Miami at DRT. Beautiful showroom. It's huge. They say, I think McLaren and Rolls and a whole bunch of other things. But they built this new showroom. It's great. But it's like that Miami feel, like the kind of gables, like, I don't know, like that Mediterranean feel. And they want them to build a showroom that has, what a Porsche showroom looks like. Very
the Porsche
modern.
store.
Right, yeah. The Porsche store, which they're not going to do that because then people would walk in and probably say, oh, you also
not recognize it.
Yeah, right. So it's not more so that it was standalone. It wasn't because it was under the guidelines of Porsche. And you know what? I kind of hope they win, because there's a lot also more to that article, because they're talking about them trying to be the Ferrari and jack up rates and jack up pricing and not holding, giving more cars to people who actually sell with an ADM.
Right. That and if you play ball and go by their rules, then you'll get more allocations than the guys that don't play ball. And which, I mean, I know they're German, but they don't have to act like Germans. I mean, come on,
not
dictators here.
Yeah, not to go a little left here though, but have any of you guys been to a new Porsche store at all?
Mine is currently being built. It's been under construction for at least a year, so I have not. But I'll tell you, it's super fucking annoying.
Yeah, I mean, the one here in Orlando is new. And honestly, when you walk into PEC in Atlanta, that's pretty much what all the new ones look like. I mean, they're all very similar.
So, north of Charlotte, they just built a new Porsche dealership, and it follows the new model layout of all Porsche stores going forward. And it's a little odd. It's a little bit different as far as you walk in. And it's kind of laid out more along the lines of a cafe, right? They have cafe sitting there with coffee and goodies and candies and the stuff that you usually would see, but not out front. And all of the salespeople have their own offices that are branch off of this, so you don't even see them any longer. It's really interesting, and the parts section literally looked like I was going up to the ticketing at the airport to check my bags. It's the size of it. It was literally 4 feet wide and just had a computer. There weren't the parts to be seen anywhere. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it was interesting, and hopefully it all works out for them. But it wasn't very. I didn't get like a lot of activity going on. You know what I mean? There wasn't. You couldn't see anybody. So we'll see how that
nowadays
goes.
everything is allocated. All 911s are allocated.
Mhm.
So they get you back there and they want you to go into the office and pick your colors and pick this and pick this. And I didn't even know that. I didn't know that all 911s are allocated. So
to beg, Casey.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so that's yes, you can go and buy a Micron or a Cayenne or probably one of their hybrids. Or do they still sell those, the EV cars?
They do.
Taycan is still
Taycans
selling,
are still,
yeah.
They still do Taycan.
I think
and
it's
Panamera,
buy one get
Panamera.
one free. Actually,
yeah.
Well, and I do know that at one point there was an incentive like, hey, you had to sell an EV car to max out your. From a lot of other people I've heard from that, hey, you had to sell, say, out of your 30 cars, 5 of them had to be EV cars, or you didn't get an extra spiff, or you didn't get the max commission.
Well, I think it's kind of quite ironic that they not only strong arm the dealer to sell shit no one wants to buy, but then if you want a GT3 or just a G car, a GT car, you got to buy the electric shit as well that nobody wants.
Yeah,
so what does that tell you? What does it tell you, Porsche, that you have to strong arm your customers and your dealers to buy the shit that no one wants?
Well, and can I make a marriage of the two topics that we really love? But in the bourbon industry, this happens all the time. You have Buffalo Trace selling their Wheatley vodka. And they have had a lot of pushback from their small mom and pop operations and whatnot, because they would say, if you're not selling enough of this Wheatley vodka, then you're not getting these allocated bottles.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the distributors do the same thing. If you don't buy
Correct.
50 cases of Fireball, you're not going to get a Pappy.
Right.
So you're getting it, like you said, from both ends. You're getting it from the distributor because they're trying to sell it, and then you're getting it from the distributor's getting it from them as well. So,
well, we talked about this before. Rolex. Oh, you want that Daytona? Yeah, I need you to buy this GMT, and then we'll put you on the list for the Daytona.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different. Anybody at this point would probably take something for Rolex. It's not like I don't know.
But the stores will do the same. Like, you got to buy, these earrings and this bracelet and, whatever, just to stay on our list or stay, at the top.
Ferrari's done this for forever. That's why Jay Leno will own a Ferrari. I mean, Ferrari's done this since the beginning of time. Oh, you want that car? You have to buy 2 or 3 Ferraris before you can get, whatever it is.
But it's still a Ferrari, so does it really matter though? I mean,
no.
Still a Porsche. Does it does it matter?
I disagree, because even if you buy the cheapest Ferrari in most people's eyes, I think it's still Ferrari.
So the California, you would, if you had to buy a California, you'd be okay with that?
Okay, I would agree. No, I would not agree with that. No.
There's always an exception. But to Kevin's point,
But remember, they do not. You're not allowed to sell ADM. You have to sell MSRP. Now, granted, they only have so many cars, but they're not selling. They're anti-ADM.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised.
Correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. Now, granted, they are the most profitable car for a company for a reason, because I think their cars are overpriced. Mm-hmm. So, but hey, you're not allowed to sell a Ferrari with ADM. You have to sell at MSRP.
Yeah.
But then again, it's $3,000 for some floor mats. So,
true.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's same thing with McLaren. Like, you can't technically, from last time when I was looking at them before I bought my Porsche, if you bought a McLaren, you couldn't buy it secondhand, even if it still had a warranty on it. If you didn't buy it from a McLaren dealership, authorized dealership, that warranty was not transferable.
Wow.
Oh shit! Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. And with McLaren, you want that warranty because those bitches break after about 2 years. So
actually, not only do you want the warranty, but based on the depreciation, 8 feet off the lot with those cars. But what you were saying, Kevin, is exactly what the lawsuits about is because now they're not getting their supply of cars.
Mm-hmm.
So you piss off the mothership, and that's what happens.
No doubt. It's going to be interesting. I mean, if they win, and I hope they do, it's going to definitely set a precedent, and it's going to be interesting to see how and if the market changes.
But do other states have this sort of law that Florida has? I mean, obviously this dealer knew that this law was in place, that they couldn't, that they couldn't be forced to be, a single dealer or force the kind of brand overall. But wonder if there's other states, because you figure,
I don't know.
Porsche probably knows the laws to some extent, and they know if they can get away with it in 48 states, then fuck the 2 other states that don't care or that don't conform.
From what I've been told, Florida sells more GT cars than any other state.
Okay,
including California.
Yeah, including California. Yeah, because of the emissions.
Yeah, and California can suck it.
Yeah,
yeah. So
especially Miami, man. South Florida. That's it.
Yeah,
Spanish
sell
money.
More of them, which it's funny too, because on the flip side you have a company like Brumos, or not Brumos, but previous to Brumos, or that company. I don't know if they still do, but they never sold their cars above MSRP. Now, could you get one? No, they only got allocated a certain amount, but you got an MSRP, and again, the lawsuit states that you were getting rewarded for selling your cars above, again, to raise that price, raise to what they call it, like Ferrari-ize the Porsche. I think that was, or something to that effect. I think probably that was the article. So I agree with you guys too. I hope they win. And it's gonna be a big blow because Porsche's hurting for money.
Yeah, I mean, $300 million is not nothing. I mean, it's
what I find
chunk.
Interesting is that they're actually suing for $100 million, but because it's in Florida, it automatically triples to $300 million under the Florida law.
Freaking, I love Florida, man.
Fucking Florida. Florida needs tort reform.
I love Florida. I'm glad I'm from here.
All right, fuck it. What's next?
Cool. So let's bring it full circle. We talked about. I told my buddy to buy a Hyundai because the warranty. We've just talked about Porsche. Well, Genesis has decided that they want to fucking go racing and they want to compete and go head to head. So they went through
head to head with whom?
Against Porsche, and they want to go GT3 racing. And so they just announced, this is a concept, but this is their so Genesis is creating a sports car line called Magma, and this is their Magma GT concept. That being said, it's supposed to be launched in the next 2 years. And because they want to go GT3 racing, they have to build a subset of production cars to sell to the street, and this is going to be one of them. And I think it's freaking hot.
Yeah.
That's badass.
It's badass, dude. It's going to have a V8 in it. I mean, and listen, say what you want to say, but
probably
Hyundai can build
100,000-mile warranty.
The Koreans, man, the Koreans can build shit that lasts. I mean, they just do.
I agree.
Shit just runs. So
it looks better than a Corvette.
It's a pretty badass car. Don't know what it looks like on the inside. Haven't been able to find any interior shots. Probably looks all stripped down because this is just a concept. But it's going to be pretty cool. They're going to have an entire series. We talked about this before because they had launched a kind of crossover concept under the Magma brand, and they always this orange color as well. But yeah, it's going to be the specs are going to be right now mid rear engine. V8 is what they're saying. It's unconfirmed at V8. Horsepower going to be somewhere anywhere between 670 and 800 horsepower. Butterfly doors. Again, it's a concept. Not a lot is known about the final specs.
Dude, if they put that car out and it looks anything close to that and has that sort of power output, they'll sell a shitload of them.
Yeah.
There's no reason why that won't sell. I know the Hyundai badge will probably scare some people away just because it's got no prestige. But that's a fantastic looking car. Yep. And who knows, they should probably put out the name of like the engineer for like the suspension and like dynamics of the chassis to make that interesting.
Powered by Lotus, like
yeah.
like
Well,
which one used to do?
Yeah.
Subaru or whatever.
To your point, Casey, they were cognizant of the Hyundai name, and when they tried to start going up market, if you remember, they had the Hyundai Genesis, which was a great, they had a coupe, they had a sedan, great cars, but they really wanted to be like Toyota that had the Lexus and Honda who had Acura. So that's when they spun off Genesis as its own brand, and they've been very successful. I mean, they make really nice cars. The GV line of their SUVs are great. The G70, which was the same as the Kia Stinger, is a great car. So they make really nice cars, and so this is just the next echelon for them. It's gonna be interesting to see if people will pay. You got to figure, even at Hyundai, this is going to be. I mean, their G80 is close to $100,000, so this is going to be, every bit of over $100,000. And if people are going to pay for it, we'll have to wait and see. But
we'll see. But I do think it. Like I said, if they can put it out,
what would you pay for that car, James? What would you pay for that car?
I don't know. It looks like it's a $100,000 car at least.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's probably a $250,000 car.
But is it? I guess it would be. What is the Mustang?
Low production.
What's the Mustang?
Don't have any horsepower.
Nor does it look like that.
Right.
But what price range is that? I would think that
the GTD.
Yeah.
I don't.
By the way,
know.
What model New Balance sneakers would we be wearing if we bought one of these?
You would not be.
I would take that over Corvette any fucking day.
GTD is starts at $330.
Wow,
that's a lot, dude. For a Mustang, that's a lot.
So you're looking at the ZR1X or whatever at that $250 price range, a GTD at $330, a GT3 at what? $300.
What was the Lexus going for? $230 or something like that, and they couldn't sell 5 of them.
What is it? The
NSX or whatever the hell it was. No, that's
LMFAO.
Okay, so a brand new 2025 McLaren Artura, all right, it's $300,000.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's got one. Yeah.
So I mean, if they come through, I mean, it's still Hyundai, all right. So if they come through and they sell it for $175 to $250, it's still a bargain. In the grand scheme of things,
they'll sell them as fast as they can produce them if they're.
Do you really think at that price level somebody's going to buy that brand?
Well, that's what I was saying. There's no prestige.
Sub 200, James.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's going to. It's going to be. Yeah, I think Matt nailed it at 175. Let's see what happens. But,
so right now they're G80. Let me just see some real quick. I'm just interested. Right now their G80 is $108,000, and they're selling them all day long. I mean, people are buying G80s.
But people, normies, soccer moms, we know that a normal car costs $55,000, $60,000. So the high end suburbia soccer mom, $100,000 SUV is kind of the norm now. Mm-hmm. So I do think that the Hyundai brand has certain recognition for that demographic, but you're talking about the demographic that is, if you're cross shopping a McLaren or Porsche to this, I agree with y'all that it's going to have a significant price drop, be under those things so that you feel like you're getting a hell of a bargain.
Yeah, but like you just see, G90 is $108,000. This car's far superior. Probably has, I don't know, double the horsepower, gold doors. So it will probably be $250,000.
Well, they're always trying to be the bargain version of whatever they're competing against. This is the S-Class competitor. So instead of going out and buying an S-Class for $170,000, you're getting this for $108,000. Instead of going out and buying a Tura for $300,000, you're going to get that for $175,000 to $200,000. You're still getting a bargain.
So I'll make a bet. It's $235,000, and the doors still go up.
Yeah, but then you start thinking, okay, it's not the same level, but what's the new ZR1, the new Corvette ZR1?
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I was thinking of the X, but
yeah.
Let's see. ZR1 pricing.
Nobody's buying the Corvettes anymore.
ZR1 is $185,000.
Yep. Yeah, $185,000. It looks like a 3LZ. Yeah.
That demographic is starting to die.
I agree.
No pun intended. But.
Exactly. Although I said this before, I've driven a new C8. One of my employees has one. It's a great car. I mean, it drives nice. Would I own one? Probably not, but it doesn't drive bad. It's just the stigma behind it.
Well, the Corvette was always an affordable American sports car, right?
With that gray in your mustache and that plaid shirt, all you need is some New Balances, and you fucking fit right in.
Hey, listen, don't threaten a good time with me, buddy. I'm all about comfort. So,
all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh shit, it is an hour in, isn't it? All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't have anything to bitch about right now, so let's go.
No, we're good. All right, guys. Well, thank you for everyone that has been following our Instagram. Thank you for everyone that visits the website and downloads the podcast and looks at everything on YouTube. Hit us up at all the usual places. And if you have any questions, always DM them to us and we'll answer them on the air. And other than that, we'll see you guys next week on the Flip Flop. Catch y'all later.
Jesus.
All right.
Bye-bye.